You know, Governor, I've been watching television a lot lately for the last couple of months, and listening to you, somebody who supported Donald Trump for 4 years, and in fact had a family member who worked in his administration, it's very clear that you need to be deprogrammed.
You're in a cult.
Just listen to this.
You know,
how are we going to really almost deprogram these people who have signed up for the cult of Trump?
It's as if they are members of a cult, the Trumpist cult, and we have to be deprogrammed.
We have to turn down the capability of these conservative influencers. It's up to the Facebooks and YouTubes in particular to think about whether or not they want to be effectively cable networks for disinformation.
Okay, so how do we fix you, Mike Huckabee? You need to be deprogrammed or deplatformed or de-somethinged.
well, the first thing would be get some of these leftist loons, take their boot off my neck. I don't need that. I'm supposed to be a free American with the capacity to think for myself. If my views are as horrible as they think they are, then nobody will follow them. There's no cult. There are many of us who appreciate the many things that President Trump has done for the country. I'm glad that he stood up for the sanctity of human life. I'm glad he stood with Israel, moved the embassy, reset the Middle East. I'm glad he cut taxes, deregulated for businesses so that people had the highest number of jobs among Hispanics, blacks, and women in the history of the country. I'm glad that he pushed back against China so we're not rolling over as these communists continue to steal everything, including our information and our data and every single secret and innovation we've created. There's some things that even a leftist ought to be able to look at and say, you know what, President Trump has done some good things, but they can't. And they're the ones who are following the cult of the left that thinks somehow that they're always right, they're never wrong, and the rest of us are crazy.
Yeah, what don't they get? Because it's, you know, if you look at the number of people who voted, it's a little less than half the country does support, or the people who voted do support President Trump. What don't they get? If you had to enlighten the left, what would you tell them about this, the average Trump supporter?
I would just tell them they're hardworking American people that just want the government to leave them alone so they can raise their families in biblical values. They want to believe the things about America that really did make us great. Hard work, honesty, taking care of your neighbors and friends, regardless of their political ideology, paying your debts on time, not expecting Uncle Sugar, the U.S. government, to take care of you and buy you out of every obligation you made, and to guarantee you something that you haven't earned. Most of us grew up believing that it was our responsibility, and if we got in trouble, our neighbors would help us. But we didn't expect the government to come bail out every dumb decision that we've ever made. So somebody who borrowed $200,000 to get a degree in gender studies, and now they can't get a job that'll pay them but $8 an hour, was that my fault? You know, many of us went to college, paid our own way. And now I feel like an idiot for not just waiting and letting those student debts grow and letting you pay for it. I think what a lot of people in America want, we just want to return to the idea that America is a great country because we work hard, we take responsibility, we love our neighbors, we love God, we love our families, we love our flag, and we honor the sacrifices that people in uniform have made to keep us free.
I'll tell you one thing that's clear is we've exited the age of debate and persuasion. We have entered the age of deplatform and deprogram. Governor Mike Huckabee, it's good to talk to you this morning.
Thank you, Will. Great to be with all of you.